this person that's needy, or we start coming up with things like antisocial disorder, or we say mean things like we call them scum, or the Bible says don't say the word raka, like you're too foolish, I'm not even going to spend time on you. Or we think of them as animals, or they get called animals and irresponsible or ungrateful. And these are code words in our brains that fire off that same chemical reaction to that baby crying. So we're getting told over and over and over again, don't do anything, just be very annoyed with me. Please be very annoyed with me. And so that's what Paul was talking about. All this quarreling. Instead of taking care of these needs, we use it to make divisions for our own egos, and that's not okay. And we're really good at playing whack-a-mole. We can get together with something and just really knock down anybody's self-esteem. We can knock down their ability for citizenship. We can knock down their ability to be loved. We can knock down their ability to reach their goals. We can knock down their ability to live in our neighborhoods. We play whack-a-mole with the crying that comes from our populations, rather than taking care of each other. We're all familiar with Robert Fulghum. He introduces to us an idea that all of us can see ourselves better by looking at ourselves as children. He wrote the book, All I Really Need to Know I Learned in Kindergarten. And one of the quotes out of it, I believe that imagination is stronger than knowledge, that myth is more potent than history, that dreams are more powerful than facts, that hope always triumphs over experience, that laughter is the only cure for grief. And I believe that love is stronger than death. Those are beliefs that children have and that we need to keep alive and not make them, not let people be less reliant on them as being innate or opportunities. And we want a world that's going to do more than just stop the crying. We want a world that is focused on spiritually nurturing everybody so that they are as healthy as possible, so that they're able to have a time when we can do what the psalmist, what David said about being like a weaned child that's very satisfied. We can't speak for all other people when you hear they're crying. It's not up to us to analyze it and tell them what's wrong with them. That's not our place. But we can't neglect them either. We can't tell them, you got problems, you just go away until you get them solved and then you can come back. That's not okay, because most of the time we need to be helping each other get these problems solved. So I want you to think about when you hear someone in pain this week who is quarrelsome or who is in need of some spiritual hope and goodness, at least pray for them. And if there's an opportunity, do something to be helpful to be a part of helping them to reach their needs, because they can't want a better world until they realize that they're going to be okay and that they're loved and they're cared about. In many ways, we need to be the baby whisperers for this entire world, where when they have these spiritual needs, we don't hear it as a reason to be annoyed, but as a reason to spread love and goodness and graciousness and mercy. I'm going to leave you with another quote from Robert Fulghum's book. Without realizing it, we fill important roles in each other's lives. In that way, with the guy at the corner grocery, the mechanic at the local garage, the family doctor, the teachers, the neighbors, the co-workers, good people who are always there, who can be relied upon in small, important ways. People who teach us, bless us, encourage us, support us, uplift us in the dailiness of life. We never tell them. I don't know why, but we don't. And of course, we fill that role ourselves. There are those who depend on us and watch us and who learn from us and take from us. And we never know. We may never have proof of your importance, but you are more important than you think. There are ways that those who couldn't do without you, the rub is that you don't always know who. And our queries for this week: when you hear someone in pain this week or see it, can you think about how to meet their needs or how to help them feel stable and secure again? And when you see a fellow Christian struggling, can you think about what ways they might need to be nurtured or help them to be satisfied like a weaned child? You have a wonderful week.